Hello guys, it's me again. I just realized I picked a very hard topic to start my week, so so I'm gonna try to ease myself. It's funny, like I realize every day really had to talk to myself not to give up on this. Otherwise, my fear will overcome. No, my fear would convince me to give it up. It's easy for me to give it up, but I really need to make some mental effort to speak in front of everybody. So, my name is Huang. I'm an author and life coach and also psychic. The reason I'm starting this channel is because I notice in general people have a fear of unknown. I was one of you too before. That's why I'm doing this because when you don't really know how things work, when you don't know what's going to happen in the future, or when you don't know where things are going, like usually that kind of unknown sensation usually would give you would make you feel kind of scared. I think that's why I'm here today, because it took really long time for me to come to this point. Like I finally understand everything connect together, and then there's really no need to be scared or afraid of the unknown. So I start to realize the best way to overcome that fear is actually not to avoid it, but to know about it. The more you know about something that you don't know, the more you will not be afraid of it. So anyway, today our topic is what happened to those who killed themselves. Last week we already talked about the ghost, and then I explained it to you. Ghost to me is not limited to human, but mostly mean the soul who do not have a physical form. And last week I also talked about why, to me, there are two different categories of the ghost. One is the one who died from natural impact or cause or unpredictable, cause, things like that. The other kind is those who kill themselves. So today we're going to talk about what happened to those who kill themselves. The reason I explain is very different from normal ghosts. See, normal ghosts, when they die, they have, roughly about 72 hours, sometimes longer, sometimes shorter, for them to let go of their identity before they die, and then they evolve to soul. But those who kill themselves have a slightly different process than that. The ghosts who kill themselves have a tendency of they cannot hear me. So you will probably hear story here and there, psychic talk about how it's hard for them to work with those who kill themselves. The reason of that is for those people who tend to kill themselves, they tend to start a story before they die. That story usually start with, nobody loved me, I'm all left out, or, I'm alone, I cannot see any way out. That's simply, it's hopeless. So they don't just kill themselves for the fun of it. They usually have some kind of story or some kind of story that's start creating before they die. That might make them have a very impulsive decision. This is it. This is the only solution I can have for myself. So what I try to say is that story that person that start creating before they make the decision, they decide to create themselves. What they do not know is that story then start forming almost called soundproof isolating room, like where that soul is gonna stay after they die. So, which is sucks. I will tell you why it sucks. The story usually wrap around about how they've been forgotten in this world, how they got no way out, how there's no nobody's there for them, nobody's love them, they simply don't see anything. So they sometimes may even see other people and have that jealousy or something that's brewing inside them. That emotion or that scenario, which is may or may not be true, but depends on what they truly believe, right? Like, because I could love someone, but if it's not the way they like it, they might assume I don't love them. So in this case, what I try to say is we focus on the story that person create for themselves before they die, and then they decide to kill themselves. So after they kill themselves, their soul cannot really just let go. It couldn't just end there. So what it does happen is they start living in this room that almost a virtual reality, that which I tell you is totally soundproof for outside world and is very isolated. So what this room does is it replay the scenario. We replay the scenario for you to till the moment that you kill yourself. It replay the scenario why you believe people don't love you, why you believe this is happening to you, why you believe there's no way out. So if the reason you kill yourself is because you have a very mean boss, let's give that as an example, and this boss, every day you go to work and this mean boss just really bullying you and things like that, what this room does, which I say is some virtual reality room, is it will start from very first incident this boss is being mean to you, and then it will continuously playing incident over and over and over until you cannot take it anymore and you make the same decision again to kill yourself again as a ghost. But we all know ghosts cannot die again, right? So the moment you make that same decision again, you kind of hit a replay button. So they start over again and then play that scenario again. There's a reason for this, and I seen so many ghosts trapping this, and it was hard for me to watch because I realized how hard it is for them to be trapped in this dimension where I have no key and no way I can help them out of this. The only way that this room was shattered, like break apart and things like that, is is only when this specific soul had decided killing themselves is no longer a solution. So what they do is they will start to find a way out. Or they will say, probably it repeats so many times, they're doing the same scenario over and over. And then to a point, they just say, that's it. I can't, it doesn't work. Killing myself just not working. So it doesn't matter what comes to them. But at the moment they start to think, I need someone to help me, other than decided that they're going to kill themselves. This room was shattered. This room would start shattering, and then the virtual reality room will actually start breaking apart at the moment that they have other choice than killing themselves. So once they're breaking apart, what they're becoming is they become a normal ghost. Normal ghost is they start to see what truth really is. That is to say, at the beginning, they might think this boss doesn't like me, hate me or whatever. They start to realize that is not really what it is. The boss might be in his story and happen to respond, badly or things like that. So they start, after they left that room, they start being in this mode. They are actually able to observe or review what really happened, that what actually happens. So, only when they review what actually happens, then they will understand, this is a time they can kind of let go of their identity, and then they can move to the white light. I'm going to use white light for now. I think that's easier for everybody to understand. But the bad news to them too is that scenario that you couldn't overcome, and then you decide to check out early. The truth is, the next platform, the next life that you plan for yourself, most likely you have to do that over again. So in soul aspect, this concept sucks. It sucks big time. But, there's also benefit to it. I hope I can reach it or explain this to you guys later on. But, what I try to say is, what I really try to say here is, killing yourself is not a solution. I mean, sometimes people might even let you believe it is, or it is a cool concept, or whatever people will say out there. But for people like me who actually see them, I see them suffer, and sometimes it's hard for me to watch. So, I just really want to propose, don't even consider that as a choice, because I'm here to share, because sorry, maybe going live is not good, but I'm here to share because there's other choice to this. And if you know what I know, if I can find a way, I'm so sorry, but if I can I'm sorry, this is so inappropriate, but I'm gonna wrap this up really quick anyway. So if there's a way I can share what I know with you guys, I think I can help you guys all find a way to make a better life for yourself. So anyway, back to the topic. What happened to those who kill themselves? As hard as it is for them, I want you guys to always know they will always have higher spirit guide standing right outside their room, waiting for them to break apart. So what I want you to know is you're never alone. There's always people there for you. They are there to guide you. For us, who may dealing with loved one who kill themselves, somebody they know or even don't know, I say, my suggestion would be, instead of telling them to live a better life, instead of telling, say, just do that, just think positive and things like that. Understand what I said before. They have now I look way worse than I was last week. Okay, what I try to say is, those people who make a decision of killing themselves, they don't just make decision right at the moment. The story is usually created long time ago. You would be able to see it, but because you will start to realize they are living in their story and they couldn't really quite hear you. And then they will slowly isolate themselves, like they are trapping themselves in this isolating room. Instead of waiting for that instant to happen, or you have suspicion that they may make the decision of killing themselves, what I'm saying is, instead of encourage them to go think positive or do something, or something, people give a lot of suggestions. Don't go there. Don't think about it, and things like that, right? What I try to say is, sometimes just be there. Just be there for them. Sometimes just be there, not talking, but just be there, because they already expect someone gonna tell them how to live their life. But what about just sit there? Just sit there and then watch a movie with them. Just be, give them your present. Give them your present to let them know they are not alone. So maybe when they're ready to listen, they will hear you. Or sometimes you just not good at sitting alone. What you do is take them out, experience the world. The more they discover who they are inside, the more they discover it's okay to be like this. That bubble will break. That's what I try to say. So anyway, today is pretty bad performance, but I hope tomorrow will be better. Oh my goodness, now I'm looking really bad. So, you know what? Tomorrow, let's talk about incarnation. Reincarnation. The reason we talk about reincarnation is every psychic's knowledge based on hugely on their background, right? So, if on their background, this is part of their knowledge, the chances when they become sensitive, they will dig into it. But if on their background, this is not part of their knowing, the chances, even no matter how sensitive they are, they will not look into it. So the reason I want to talk about reincarnation is I am Asian, and then my background is hugely based on reincarnation. So it's not just Taiwanese, it's Chinese, Japanese, Thailand, or Indian. We base what we believe based hugely on reincarnation. So I think I need to at least bring it out and introduce it to people before I can start introduce every other vocabulary in my mind. So anyway, let's wrap this up. Today's topic is what happened to those who kill themselves. And I promise I will not choose such a heavy topic on Monday. But definitely not making Blue Monday better. So if you are interested in it, you can always go to my Facebook or go to my website at Ruowen.com, Ruowen, and hopefully I can see you tomorrow. After I tell myself not to give up. So I hope I see you guys tomorrow then at 10 o'clock. Bye.